student, my name is Bhagyadeep Kalal from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to my online lecture series of Basics of Automotive System. So next we proceed on the drum brake. Okay, drum brake is nothing but is a conventional brake which is used. Okay, in drum brake, one drum is there. So in this diagram, this is the drum. Outer side of portion is drum is used on the wheel. Okay, or we can say on the axle. It is attached on the wheel. That is a drum. Okay, this outer portion is nothing but drum. Okay. In this drum, two brake shoe are there. Okay, these are the brake shoe. This green color diagram is nothing but this is the brake shoe. This brake shoe is connected with the help of spring. Okay, these two spring are there, and in between a brake cylinder is there. This is nothing but this is a brake cylinder, which when we applied a effort on a brake pedal, that time this piston is moves in this cylinder, and this braking is a move on the drum side. Then that sticks on the and that create a friction on the drum, and drum is attached to the wheel. That time your brake is applied it. So this according to this construction is nothing but this can move either left and right, because is this side, this is pivoted at here, that is the adjuster mechanism, and this is a cables to emergency brake, and this is a brake shoe. Okay, green color is a nothing but brake shoe, and this is the emergency brake mechanism. That red lever is nothing but emergency brake mechanism. Okay, and this is the drum. So this is the construction of the drum brake. How it worked when you applied force and effort or braking torque on a pedal. So that time this pistons is moved on a opposite sides. Okay, or we can say opposite side, and that acting a pressure on that brake pedals, and that brake pedals move outer side. Okay, and that try to sticks on the drum, and to create the friction. Due to that friction, the speed of the vehicle reduces. Okay, so this is the working function of the brake drum. Drum brake have a drum attached to the wheel hub, and braking occurs by means of brake shoe expanding against the inside to the drum. That means brake shoe is expand when you pushes your pedal. Next, drum brake is a brake in which the friction is caused by a set of shoe or pedal that press against the inner surface of the rotating drum. Okay, the drum is rotating. The drum is connected to the rotating wheel. Okay. So this is the animation diagram how it works. That is a working function. This is nothing but here. This is a piston cylinder which expanded. Okay, which expanded. Here, this is our piston. Okay, this brown color piston is expanded, in which this is the fluid. Okay, suppose it is a hydraulic brake. This is the fluid, and this spring against come back its original position. Spring are used to come back its original position when it expanded. Okay, and friction is created here, and this is a rotating drum. Okay, this is nothing but this is a rotating drum, and this is our brake liner or brake shoe. Okay, which create the friction here. This is the working function, and this is the various components which are used in a drum brake. Okay, this is our brake lining materials. Okay, and this is the spring which is used here. That is the hydraulic sleeve cylinders. Okay, this is nothing but shoe adjustment and bead nipple. Bead nipple are used to extract the fuel when air bubbles are inside the cylinder. So for escaping the fuel from the cylinder, bead nipple are there. This is the hold down pin. This is the shoe. Okay, this is our shoe, and this is our shoe running or brake liner material, which can change even by servicing. Okay, and this is the hold down spring, and this is the again function or working of the drum brake. Okay, this the outer portion is nothing but brake drum. Next is disc brake. Okay, this is the advanced, and nowadays disc brake are used, but all the two-wheelers, the disc brake are not used. Some vehicles, sports vehicles and heavy vehicles in that, or two-wheelers, heavy two-wheelers in above 150cc disc brake are used. Okay, these are the diagram of the disc brake. Okay, just advance of the drum brake. Drum brake are not used. Okay, so but in heavy vehicle drum brake are used. Okay, so this is the released condition when brake are released, and this is the applied condition. So let's we understand what this function of this one. So what happens when fluid comes from when pedal is pressed, the fluid comes from the cylinder where this is our fluid cylinder, and it is connected to the rear piston, and this is the fluid. Okay, this fluid comes here. When you press the brake, okay, like we can take an example of bike, okay, when you when you disc brake are attached on the bike, when you press the brake, front brake or rear brake, where disc brake is attached, so at that box where you see on the brake, that box in which piston cylinder arrangement are there, when you press the piston is force applied on the fluid, and that fluid comes through the here, that pressure, fluid pressure is comes here, and pressure applied to the this piston, okay, on this cylinder. So these are nothing but this is the shoe, okay. So this, when this paid are attached to the this rotor, okay, this rotor, or we can say disc, okay, rotor we can say disc, okay, this is our disc which is attached to the wheel, okay, which is attached to the wheel. When brake fluid is comes here and applied the pressure on this side, so this side of the piston is comes automatically, and this is moved, this one, the fluid moves this one, this side, so it compressed this rotor, or we can say disc. So friction is induced, so friction is induced, the speed is automatically slow down, and after some time it will be stopped. So this is the function of the disc brake, okay. And this is the brake, when you apply the brake, the shoe brake is attached with this rotor, and here air gap is between there, okay, and release condition some gaps are there, okay, and during applied condition these brakes are here, because this piston applied a force on this brake pad. Similarly, this side of calipers is move on this side. So this outer portion is nothing but brake calipers, okay. So which components are used in here? That is a connecting tube, cylinder, piston, friction pad are used, hydraulic fluid. This hydraulic fluid is nothing but is an incompressible fluid, okay. Brake disc from master cylinder are used, and calipers, okay. So this is the disc brake and working of the disc brake. So this is again diagrams. Okay. Two types of disc which is used. This is the holes provided on this disc, okay. This disc is nothing but it is used to for more heat dissipation. So this is again rotor type, okay, disc type, in which no holes are provided here, so heat dissipation is less, so not much more effective this type of brake. So nowadays this type of braking is due to more heat is dissipating to the environment directly, okay. It is made of high grade of grey cast iron, okay. This disc is made of grey cast iron because the heat transferring capacity is more, okay. It liberate the heat faster to atmosphere, okay. That means convection, okay. The parallelic structure is given better wear resistance properly. This disc which rotates with the car wheel is efficient correlate as most its area lies exposed, because its most of area is exposed to air, so it can heat dissipate is more, okay. Next, which this is the one component, another is the calipers, okay. This diagram is a calipers in which piston cylinder is arrangement, and in which fluid are totally fluid is filled, okay. This two valve, one valve is for the fluid comes from the master cylinder, and another valve is there for brake bleeding, okay. Brake bleeding is nothing but when air bubbles is inside the fluid, so it cannot it cannot apply perfectly. That time the fluid comes out with the help of brake bleeding. Okay. Another, these are the V-shaped type of are two halves. One is another side and other is two side. You can see in the your bike also. Each half has a pair bonded to steel plate. In each half, every half portion, the brake pad should be there to connect with the steel on the steel plate, steel piston, and the brake cylinder housing bolted together. All the things are bolted together. So here in this diagram we can say this is bolted, okay, Allen key type of bolted. Both these are hydraulically linked to so that equal pressure may be applied on the plate through the floating piston, because one piston is a floating and another is a fixed type of piston, so pressure on that disc is applied equally. Hydraulic pressure is applied only on one side of the piston. This is the friction pad, another component. This is the friction pad which are inside the brake calipers, or we can say brake calipers, okay. These are made of asbestos. This material is used for friction pad, asbestos fiber and metal oxide pillar bonded with the organic compound. The metal which is used in a frictional pads, okay. Each pad is fixed to the steel plate, okay. Each pad is fixed into a steel plate inside the brake calipers. that helps to take torque during the braking on the calipers. The pads may be square, rectangle, oval, or segmented in the shape. Okay. The size of piston is made the same as that of the pad to avoid the noise during the braking. Rubber sealing ring prevented dust, moisture to enter the piston housing. So rubber sealing is there, so it is used to prevent dust particle which comes inside, or moisture or air particles, or we can some air comes inside the piston housing. So it create or it effect on the braking system. So not to perfect brake is applied. Okay. Next is working of disc brake. When the driver applied pressure on the brake pedal. So what happens when driver is applied pressure, or we can say effort on a brake pedal, or we can say press the pedal, hydraulic press hydraulic pressure pushes the piston out from their housing. Okay, that housing, or we can say one square box we see on that your handbrake of vehicle. Okay, front side of brake. Okay, that in which pressure are fluid pressure are there. So when you apply the fluid pressure or hydraulic pressure pushes the piston out from their housing. The piston in turn turns place the brake pads against the moving disc face, causing the friction. So that friction is induced and hence flowing it down. Hydraulic press is equally applied by the hydraulic fluid to the floating piston on either side. When the driver takes his foot off the brake pedal, hydraulic pressure on the friction plate is released, the piston moves inward and break their contact with the disc. So when it is released, the contact is break. Okay. So let me see this diagram of disc brake how to apply. So one member applied a force brake pedal through the master cylinders. Fluid pressure is applied. Fluid pressure is applied on the through the hydraulic line. Okay, red color is nothing but is a fluid on the caliper. So the both pistons move like this. Okay, which and that friction pads comes near and stop the rotor. Okay, rotor is nothing but your disc. Okay, so by friction is induced. So whatever friction is induced, the kinetic energy is converted to heat energy, and that heat is dissipated through the vent. Okay, vent provided on that disc. Okay, so disc is two types: a rotor type, fully disc, or another is a vented type disc. Vented type disc, there is a whole type of disc for ventilation of heat. So advantages of the disc brake over the drum brake. First, disc brake provided better stability since these have uniform pressure distribution. Okay, so in this brake pressure distribution over the wheel is a uniform or over the pad than the brake lining in the case of drum brake. Okay, because drum brake is a curve type of brake. Okay, curvature type of brake, and here the plate type of brake in a disc brake. Increased temperature does not affect the disc brake. If temperature increases because heat is dissipated, temperature does not affect on the braking system compared to brake lining, because that time thermal expansion is there because heat cannot escape out from the drum. The design of the brake adjuster becomes simple. So design of the type of brake adjuster is simple because when hot and the disc expanded toward the pad, causing no loss of pedal travel. Maintenance and repair of the disc brake is easy. Okay. Disadvantage of disc brake over the drum brake. Disc brake assemblies are costlier than drum brake. The pads wear off faster compared to the brake shoe. Okay. So in this pads which are very faster to rubbing action and very faster to wear off. Okay. Disc brake have a higher brake pressure. Complete protection to disc from the road's residue is provided with the great difficulty. The high temperature operation of the disc brake causes the evaporation of the brake fluid. That means if high temperature operation is disc brake is used, that time fluid will be evaporized or weakened of the seal. Okay. In the case of car fitted with the disc brake, the external servo mechanism is required because of the have no self-energizing effect. Okay, no self-energizing effect is what is self-energizing brake? When your vehicle effort is required when you to dismantle the brake. Okay, such an arrangement is not required in the car having a drum brake. Hand brake can be installed on drum brake because this have self-energizing effect. Okay, so disc brake offer difficulty in installing hand brake. So this is the building of brake Bleeding of brake bleeding, the question asked again and again, what is the brake bleeding? But this is in a hydraulic braking system. This brake bleeding is phenomena and which is used in a hydraulic system. What happens when sometimes the air bubbles which is in the pipe, or we can say hydraulic pipe, or we can say in cylinders, or we can say in calipers. Okay, so to escape out that of air bubbles which is inside the fluid, so at that time if air bubble is there, or air bubble is nothing but is compressible. Okay, so when you applied a brake, the pressure or your fluid will be compressed, so it not effective or efficient braking system is occurred. So that we want to escape out that air bubble from that cylinders or pipe, so we have a one method to escape out the braking system. So here our brake pedals, and this is our master cylinder, and one line is connected to this rotor, and rotor here brake calipers. This brake calipers is connected with the brake nipple. So here is brake nipple is there, which is connected to the pipe, and this pipe is dipping inside the fluid. Okay, it is a glass jar, so we can see the easily. This is a transparent glass jar, and this pipe is completely filled inside the this fluid. Okay, so when we apply the brake, this fluids applied the force here, and from this fluid comes out here. So again and again till the air bubbles comes out from here when applied effort applied on the pedals. Okay, so what happened? Press slowly on the brake pedals to of the opening bleeder valve to the force fluid through the line. Okay, bleeding the brake reads the line of air for the form of pedal and replace the contaminated brake fluid. Okay, this bleed until no more bubbles appears inside the brake line. Okay, or in cylinders. Okay, so another one method is there. If you are not effort is no, one is the you applied a vacuum pressure. So vacuum pump is connected with this here. So when we connected vacuum, so it can shut the all braking fluid. So this is the bleeding of braking system to escape out the all the fluid from here to, or we can say air bubbles which is inside the pipe. Okay, so maintenance of braking system is nothing but overall maintenance, whatever you assume like such type of braking system is required. Maintenance, pad will be brake pad will be changed time to time. Okay, brake liners will be changed. Okay, heat dissipation, you check the heat dissipation is perfectly there or not there. So maintenance is so wide. So whatever you assume or think that this type of maintenance is required. So but maintenance should be on every month. Okay, for braking system, because it is a controlling device of our vehicle. Okay, so various points we can write in maintenance braking system. Okay, so according to braking system, you required maintenance like a fluid will be changed. Okay, fluid viscosity of fluid not to be less than our criteria. Okay, heat carrying capacity, or we can say boiling capacity of the fluid. Okay, fluid will, hydraulic fluid or braking fluid will be changed. Okay, monthly or whenever it required. Okay, this is the maintenance of the braking system. So till here we completed disc type or drum type braking system maintenance, brake bleeding, different types of braking system. So in next lecture we will discuss about the hydraulic braking system, power braking system, vacuum braking system. So thank you so much.